Yo, whoever in my life. Oh, they just left right when I muted my mic. Oh, I might invite him to the party chat. My mic was muted. 37. What? Yeah. Okay, let's do it with. We gotta do it with one random stranger.
But he came prepared. A student walked into the bathroom and quickly left when she saw a bear bus and thought someone was changing. Philip later leaves to change clothes and grab a trash can. Like for part two. This is Hey guys. Hey. Y'all wanted a part four? Here's part four. Okay, just to get everybody updated if you're new here, this right here, part three, part two, the Emma murder of Colleen Ritter.
I.
Philip looks at the blood on his hand. After changing his shirt in some part two, the Emma murder of Colleen Ritter. Philip looks at the blood on his hand. After changing his shirt in some bushes, he grabbed the trash can to put Colleen Ritter inside of. He walked by several people while pulling the trash can around. But this wasn't anything out of the ordinary besides the ski match, because students were known to help out around school. Like for part three. Part two. Part three, the Emma murder of Colleen Ritter. Here you can see the video.
Okay, go on game time. Tell them that you doing the giveaway. Alright.
Zero on Philip's pants. 3, the MF murder of Colleen Ritzer. Here you can see the BL0 on Philip's pants. Part 2. Part 3. It took him about 30 minutes to get the body into the woods near the school. Students were known to walk around barefoot. He grabs a change of clothes from his locker and heads to the bathroom to change. He was sure to avoid anyone while he had the L0 on him. After changing, he then heads to the bathroom where he led Colleen Ritzer. And looks really nervous while doing it. Afterwards, he walks around like normal and even stops to talk with some friends. Comment if you want more info on the case. Y'all wanted a part 4? Here's part 4. Okay, just to get everybody updated, if you're new here, this right here is Philip Chisholm. He is 14 years old, and he unalived his math teacher, Colleen Ritzer, and he is 24 years old. So one of the questions that you guys had was how he got caught. So let's get into it. Next time, Philip's family reported him as missing the same day that he unalived Miss Ritzer. So as you guys saw in the previous videos, he was just running around the school, talking to people, just acting like nothing even happened. We're going back to Colleen's classroom and grabbing a few things, but we'll get into what he grabbed later. So Philip's family remembered that he had an AT&T phone, so they had the police track his last pinged location. And it pinged at the Hollywood Hits Theaters, which is a movie theater in their town. Philip had bought a ticket to the movies for $4.30. But later that day, he ended up walking down this road, and he was actually out of town when a police officer stopped him. At first, he wasn't talking to the officer and said that he didn't have any identification and wouldn't give his home address or anything like that. So the officer ended up searching him, and he found some credit cards and an ID on him. And can you guys guess who that belonged to? Yeah, you guessed it right, Colleen Ritzer. So he questioned on how he got her ID, and at first he said a Stop and Shop, and then he ended up saying that he got it from her card. So finally, Philip gives the officer his name, and then the officer looks him up in the system and sees that he was reported as missing. So after that is when they started connecting the two together. And luckily, the school had just installed a new security system, so they got all of the footage. So after checking the footage from the school into the woods where they saw with the trash can. And this is a trigger warning for anybody because it does include SA, so
we're not ready to expand, but it never hurts to prepare. Use the Storm Shield computer to access your Storm Shield missions. You can leave anytime by selecting Leave with Party.
Once they're in the woods, they did end up finding Miss Ritzer's body, and she was propped up in a sexual manner. She was naked from the waist down, and her shirt was pulled up with her bra pulled down. And after the autopsy, it was revealed that she was strangled and stabbed 16 times, and she was sexually assaulted. And Philip's DNA was on her. I also found this note near her body that said, "I hate you all." Also, for anybody asking about how there was no blood in the bathroom, there was actually a custodian that saw all of the blood, and he went to go report it, but he spoke Spanish, so there was a language barrier there, and they just told him to clean it up. which is why police didn't find any blood in the bathroom. If you guys want part 5 on this, make sure you say he killed 17. People for looking at him. Say he killed 17 people for looking at him. Say he killed 7. Hey, you guys wanted a part 5, so here it is. And first I want to thank everybody for 25K. I did not expect that video to blow up, but let's get to it. Okay, so first I want to say that Colleen Ritzer did not live in Tennessee, so for the people saying Tennessee was not Tennessee, this happened in Massachusetts. Philip Chisholm used to live in Tennessee, and he had recently transferred when that happened. And the unaliving of Colleen Ritzer happened on October 22nd of 2013. And for the people asking why he did it, so far, all I found is the reason he did it was that a trigger word for him, which was Tennessee, where he was abused by his father when he was living there, which gives no excuse to just unalive somebody. And yes, Philip is in jail currently. He is now 23 years old, and he was 14 when that incident happened. And he is serving life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Trigger warning for SA. He is also serving 2 40-year terms for raping and robbing Colleen Ritzer. His lawyers tried to claim that he was mentally ill, but that did not work. He is still alive and he is still serving time. But to be honest, I feel like there is a lot more going on with him than we even know, which is absolutely no excuse to unalive somebody, but I think that he saw her as vulnerable and that triggered her. But, yeah. If you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments. I can answer them as best as I can. But thank you guys so much again for 25. And I'm going to have a series like this. This is Colleen Ritzer. Yeah, we're good, but I'm going to tell you something too, babe. So, I messed up today too. So, today at work, I let the guy hold the door open for me. Oh, no, but listen, wait. Listen. Only one time I promise something never happened again. Here's how you can get the old Fortnite graphics. First thing you're going to do is load into the creative map. Once you're in the map, place down the Skydome device. Then you're going to click on it so you can customize the settings. You're going to want to change That's what you said. And remember how you can get the old one. TikTok removed all the filters, like free filters, and they're all for hello. TikTok in live. My whole main page has those filters. I can't just switch those filters to it's not very good dress up there. Anyway, can we talk about Halloween? Can we talk about Halloween? SpongeBob and Patrick versus Gumball and Darwin. SpongeBob and Patrick versus talk about how SpongeBob. Okay, can we talk about how Really terrified to try it, but I had to try it because I'm bad. I'm not all there. I'm not together. But I feel like I had to do this thing for me to try. So I share everything that's going on. Oh wow! DLC, thank you so much.
That's beautiful. All right, sweetie. You ready to get some new notebooks and protractors and slacks? I want these. You're getting slacks. All right.
Can we please explain why my name is Kevin?
What the type of cartoon you watch as a kid says about you, Broadwood? Let's go. Yo! You still ain't here? What's that? Sorry, let me stop. This was not good. Every single character in the show was retarded as hell. There was not one character that was funner than the other. And it was really trash shit. They don't kick ass. They kick ass shit. This is 2000. That shit was good as fuck. I swear these guys probably boys. Like imagine playing football. It's a game if you were alive. But if you are excited, you're so bad. Okay, next time we got Ninjago. I'm like real right now. If it was black, and everything was black. Watching it if you were a kid. Like, oh God, I'm following you. Because you're so bad. This show is too bad. It was really kicking ass. Whoever came up with the name midget, it was creative as fuck. The tornadoes was kicking for real. But you know, the boy was coming for it. I don't care. I was working like that. But if you watch the job, you're part of that. No cow, next time we got to impossible. I don't think it's impossible. Like, it was really kicking ass. I hear there's big enemy. I'm alive, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, I can really got me. Like, I don't care. But if you watch the impossible, there you go. The type of cartoon you watch as see, is that you? What the type of cartoon you watch as a kid says about you? See, is that you? Remember the village? Classic friends. I miss you, Chief. We miss you, Chief. It's been 3 years, Chief. 3. It fell apart. Went up.